island vibes. Look, the one thing that I love so much about spring and summer, guys, is not only the flowers that come out, I love the colors of spring, all of the vibrant colors. And my very favorite is talking about hibiscus flowers. Yes, 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 yes. So today I am going to give you all the different ways that I use hibiscus. All right. So I use it as a pretty flower. I have it around me as a flower girl. And then as a herbalist, from a herbalist standpoint, I like to use hibiscus for all of the benefits that hibiscus provides. All right. So for you guys that do not know exactly what the herb actually looks like, I have the dried herb right here. It's a nice pretty color, red, burgundy. I don't know if you guys can see it, I guess the sun, but it is nice little pieces of black and burgundy on here, all dried, but this is a very, very powerful flower right here. So this herb is powerful. What I'm going to tell you is that hibiscus is mainly known through, well, Jamaica and throughout Mexico is where hibiscus is known for, where it originates actually, and where people actually associate it with. So you think of your holiday Jamaican drinks, which is called sorrel. Holiday sorrel, you make your hibiscus with a little bit of ginger, you boil it together, and then you have you a nice Christmas drink. All right. Also, Mexican drinks, they use the hibiscus also. But what I use the hibiscus actually for is, first of all, I use it, number one, as a simple syrup. So it has, just because it is red, and a lot of our red herbs actually have the flavor of something fruity or red. And so hibiscus actually has like a tangy, tart, cranberry flavor. So using it in a simple syrup, hello, hi Fuzzy Ball, thank you for stopping through. Using hibiscus and a simple syrup to make your drinks, guys, to make your cocktails, to make your marinades, to jazz up your white wines, all of that is a good way to use your hibiscus. All right. The very second way that I actually like to use hibiscus is I actually put it in a tea bag. I brew it in a tea, brew it up just like you brew your other teas. It makes a nice, very pretty color. What I do is I take some of the hibiscus, I mix it in with a little soap, like Castile soap, and I make myself a nice hair rinse. All right. So hibiscus is known for its vitamin C. So it's good for your skincare. It's good for circulating your scalp. And that's one of the ways that I actually use hibiscus as a hair rinse. All right. My very third way to use, hi Blake. Hi Blake. Thank you for stopping in. My third way to use hibiscus, guys, is I actually take this as I brew it and I pour it in my bath water. So as I said before, it's hydrating because it has that vitamin C in there. It's touted as having high vitamin C from an herbalist standpoint. So I put it in my bath water or a foot soak. All right. So it helps to have that healthy skin glow. Believe it or not, I don't put anything on my face except I wash my face in lemons. So I get a big burst of vitamin C all the time. And then taking a bath in a hibiscus is actually my secret skin treatment. All right. So my next way that I actually use hibiscus is that I actually eat it. So I make a nice salad, a vibrant salad because of the color in there. As I showed you in the beginning of what hibiscus actually looks like, it has those nice colors. And so the hibiscus flower is edible as long as it's sorrel, Jamaican sorrel, or Roselle, Roselle. So when you're going out to your nursery and you're grabbing a hibiscus plant because you heard me say it on here, make sure it is edible. All right, you have to make sure that our herbs are actually edible. My neighbor just came across the street, so hopefully his music is not too loud. He's just pulling up. But I make a vibrant salad. So I use the hibiscus in that. And I also, sometimes I take the hibiscus and I actually make some jams and some jellies and some good marmalade, because hibiscus, how do you know, goes really good on meat. Yes, you can pair it up in your meats and your sauces, all of that good stuff. Hibiscus is one of the best flowers to use as far as eating, as far as our skincare, because you're getting those vitamins, as I said before. It's hydration, it's adding back, so you want to drink it. Yes, yes, yes. My next way that I actually make hibiscus, guys, is I actually make dressings out of it. So not just, like I said, eating my salad, I can make a nice salad dressing with the hibiscus. But my very, very, very favorite way, and what I'm going to drink today, is to make, you guessed it, a hibiscus lemonade, guys. So right here, I have my tea already brewed. It's been brewing for quite a while, so I get all that yummy goodness from it. The thing about brewing our tea, a lot of people may not know, is that from a herbalist to you, I tell you, is you don't want to just brew your tea. You want to cover it up after you brew it, and you want to be able to set for as long as you possibly can stand, because when it's a tea, like it's a plant like hibiscus or herb that is medicinal, you will draw out all of the medicinal properties out of it by letting it set, all right, for as long as you possibly can. All right, so I did that. And then what I also did is I squeezed out some fresh lemons. Actually, this is not squeezed. I actually juiced my lemons today, but you may want to just use your freshly squeezed lemons. Let me tell you what the difference is though. So mine is gonna be a little bit more tart. And why? That's why it's this color, because I juiced mine versus squeezing it. And when you juice it, you actually, because I juiced the skins of the lemon, is going to make it more tart. So I didn't really intentionally do that today, but that's just how I had did it. So I have to make sure that I sweeten it really, really good, because I am drawing out more of the tartness because I juiced the lemons with the skins on. But the best way to have a lemonade is to make sure that you have fresh squeezed lemons. So I am going to pour, and I'm probably gonna have to do it again. I'm gonna pour a little lemon juice in my glass. And then I am going to actually pour some hibiscus, yes. And then I am going to take me some good honey, the real deal honey, all right? Not the sweetener that sometimes comes in the grocery stores. Got to be very careful. It actually comes from a local farmer, the honey that I got. And then I will mix it up, and then I will have myself a nice hibiscus lemonade. All right, so that's how you make hibiscus lemonade. So you can have your vitamin C in the summer. You can have that red, vibrant color. Make yourself a little mocktail possibly if you like that. But I want to say again, that hibiscus, the benefits of it actually is hydration, vitamin C. It actually has a lot of antioxidants, yes. So it is pro for you and your body, and it also helps to lower blood pressure. But before you take hibiscus, though, make sure you consult your physician, all right, before taking anything new. Don't just listen to me, all right? I'm just a YouTuber. But it lowers your blood pressure. Why? Because I'm going to put out another video. So I've had some videos that I have not put out, but it lowers your blood pressure because of the hydration. A lot of people with higher blood pressure actually are lacking in the hydration. All right. So we'll talk about fruits on another day and how we can help our bodies with the hydration and all of that. So I don't want to get too scientific today because the video is only about the ways that I use hibiscus. All right. So I'm glad you guys joined me. I'm glad you are here. Also, I forgot to tell you, sometimes I drizzle a little of the simple syrup hibiscus on my pancakes and makes it really, really yummy, guys. So try to use hibiscus in as many ways as you possibly can. Let me know if you're already using hibiscus as you come in the future in the comments. Let me know if there's another plant that you would like to know more about. I thank you guys for visiting me today. You enjoy your day, you love on other people, you be well, you be safe, and know that I love you and I'm here for you, all right? I'll see you next time on another video. Bye-bye.